What up, what up, what up?
What's up?
What's going on? It's Wisdom Wednesday. What's going on with you, Nice?
Man, look, trying to get up.
you trying to wake up this morning.
I'm trying to get there.
You're trying to get there. It's all good. Listen, this is one of them Wednesday mornings, y'all. This is one of them Wednesday mornings where we had a struggle on this morning. We struggled a little bit, but we are here.
Struggling to get here.
That's what I'm saying.
Jesus.
We struggling. We is tired.
Yeah.
We is tired. Yeah. So what up, Nice? What's up? What you do this weekend? No, you did not.
Laid it down, sleep.
Laid it down and slept the weekend. Laid it down and slept the weekend. So what's up, y'all? This is the Morning Tea Radio Show with your girl, Mika Diamond.
And your boy, Kate Neasy.
And we are here on Wednesday mornings from 7 o'clock a.m. to 8 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time.
Yes, ma'am.
If this is your first time tuning in to the Morning Tea Radio Show, we utilize this platform for businesses, entrepreneurs, those who are wanting to grow and enlarge their networking territory.
Enlarge that thing.
Bring exposure to what they got going on. Yes. But not only do we bring exposure to you, your business, your event, we also have morning tea topics. And I always like to say they're adult conversations, a no judgment zone, where we talk about things that happen each and every day, experiences that we may have had, experiences that we know of, that somebody has shared with us. That can help you on your life's journey, right? Some of the things that we talk about, it often can change your perspective.
Yes, again, perspective been changed. Has been changed.
Yeah. A lot. Because you get both sides.
Yeah, you get different views.
Different views of a conversation. Right. And I always say you never know when an experience will knock on your door, but keep on living. Yeah. Keep on living if you haven't experienced some of the things that we talked about, because guess what? They gonna come.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna need you to get it off the gangster lean, though, because you leaning, leaning like
I'm trying to hold myself up.
No, sir.
I be the bob and weave fell up under this table.
Listen, I'm looking like you leaning a little bit too hard this morning.
I fell up under this table right about now and went straight to sleep.
And I'm gonna keep on going. So y'all, while he's snoozing up under the table. What y'all do? No, but we are grateful to be here on this Wednesday morning. Shout out to everybody who's been rocking with us. We've been going strong, back with the Morning Tea Radio Show. So do us a favor, share the live, comment, invite some people to tune in and listen, because we got a very interesting Morning Tea topic today.
Yeah, make sure you comment.
Yeah, because we love the engagement. We love the engagement of y'all perspectives, the things that y'all say. The Morning Tea. We got a Morning Tea letter today. So shout out to the people who continue to send the Morning Tea letters to give us something to talk about. But listen, last week on the show, we had Lady D. And we talked about forgiveness.
Oh, yeah,
we talked about forgiveness, which was a good topic to talk about.
You had me feeling kind of.
Yeah, you got a little. There was onions in the room.
Yeah,
it was some onions. That was
but you know what? When you honestly feel, like God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? For me, I can't hold back when it comes to that situation. What I'm saying? Probably any other situation, okay. Well, yeah. But when you know God is moving in somebody's life, you know what I'm saying, and you could just see it.
Yeah.
It just.
And then when you think of your own life,
exactly,
and you think of different perspectives, and I always say, sometimes you have to go back and make your wrong right.
Right.
Sometimes we just have to, as human beings, we have to raise the white flag sometimes and just say, you know what? It's not worth it.
Right.
It's not worth years. It's not worth some of the things that we want to make so major. They really are minute when it comes to how much time we have.
Right.
And so that was a very interesting, very great conversation, because she talked about her own life experience with her kids.
And you know what? I shared that with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I had got a phone call, and I had shared it with somebody about her forgiving her kids. Going a year without talking to her kids, and then being able to come back. And then all of that God used all of that for them to write a book to help and bless others that might be going through the same thing. So I thought that was very gracious of God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
it was a good conversation. And then I hope, and what my prayer was, that for somebody that has been battling, that's been on the fence about, you know what, I miss this person.
Right.
And what we went through was years ago, but maybe last week they thought about it and they were able to go and rekindle some relationships or even walk away from some.
Right.
Because forgiveness doesn't mean that you have to go back to what it was.
Right.
It doesn't mean that. It's just, as she said, freeing yourself from whatever it was that just made you feel, letting it go. Yeah. So shout out to Lady D. For her, definitely contact her, reach out to her, because she has a workbook on forgiveness that has helped her and her girls get back to a place where they're communicating with each other, loving on each other more, and allow God to just navigate, allow God to intervene.
The one thing
that they had going on.
The one thing I liked about the conversation, and then we can move forward, is the word accountability.
Yeah.
She had to hold herself accountable.
Right.
And her daughter had to hold herself accountable for what they both did, you know, and brought to the table.
Right.
And then once they did that, they was able to come to the table and move forward.
For sure. So shout out to her and her girls. And shout out to everybody who was rocking with us. We had over 800 views on last week. So y'all keep moving, keep shaking, keep sharing, because we do have a good time on the Morning Tea Radio Show. However, we are intentional with what we're doing, and we're wanting to help. We're building this community up to be able to uplift, inspire, motivate, encourage those in their life's journey. So we appreciate y'all for just sharing and being a witness of what we share on the Morning Tea. So listen,
if anybody did any kind of right it or wrong, if you did right or wrong, and you want to share just a little tad bit of it, put it in the comments if you write it wrong, because that was a challenge.
That was a challenge
for last week, just to see if you could right or wrong.
Your mindset. Yeah, it was a mindset shift. Yep. So also we had we had Jay from Jordan's Heart the week before, and her event was actually this past weekend. Okay. The festival was the Family Fest, the first annual Family Fest. So shout out to her. She had counseling. We had bounce houses. We had cotton candy, snow cones. We danced. We had boots on the ground on Saturday. No, we didn't have. Well, Jay had a fan. I'm gonna say Jay had a fan, and some of the volunteers had fans.
Or should I say, did y'all have them guns? Because they sound like guns.
Yeah, we wasn't shooting out there.
Them fans be bye.
We wasn't shooting. But we had a really good time. Families came out. Kids had a great time. There also was counseling, which was one of the things, and as well as resources for those who were in attendance that needed some of the resources that she had available. And so for the first annual, it was very good. So shout out to everybody who was able to volunteer, donate, sponsor. Did an amazing job. Super proud of her. Her daughter's birthday, her 14th birthday, was yesterday.
Right.
So she celebrated, asking for $14 donations towards the organization. So awesome job. If you still want to donate, you can. Cash App, $ Jordan's Heart, and it's JORDYNS Heart, like you spell heart, because she is accepting donations and sponsorships as well to continue the legacy of her daughter. Also, Calendars Lounge and Event Space did their grand opening on last weekend. So shout out to everybody who was able to attend and give Teresa, who is the owner of Calendars, your support by showing up. Shout out to Business Besties, nonprofit besties, who showed up on last weekend as well. So it was an event packed weekend of support. I'm going to say support. It was an event packed weekend of support. So listen, y'all, we got so much to talk about. The Morning Tea topic is going to be really, really good today. So we're going to get into a quick commercial break. A quick song, and then we're going to get into our entertainment and our national news. So y'all make sure that you continue to share, continue to invite. We're going to go to this commercial break, and we'll be right back with the national entertainment news.
All we want in life, real love, stability, get that money right. You are one of the three. All I need from you is answer this question for me. So what do you really need? I see a future for us beyond your wildest dreams. You really got what I want in a woman. I don't see nobody else but you, love. I told my mama you the best I ever had. Told her.
Here we go.
And now it's time for Entertainment News, the Tea Gossip segment, right here on the Morning Tea Radio Show.
Yeah. The Queen Bee. The Queen Bee done came in with some new stuff.
Yeah. We coming in with some breaks.
She done came in with some new stuff. So Queen Bee over here directed me on the back end.
Yeah, y'all see my hands move.
Yeah, touch that.
Yeah. You over here. You supposed to be over there. Yeah. No, but shout out to y'all for rocking with us. Thank y'all so much. Shout out to Marcy Jackson, who was out there with Indigo Blue Denim, who was out there in these H-Town streets, these Lufkin streets this weekend. I'm going ahead and putting it in the atmosphere, manifesting a global tour for her fashion. So shout out to her as well. But listen, we got some entertainment news. This is actually some national news, which it was good, right? It's some good entertainment, good national news. So the economic boycott, Target feeling the pressure following the DEI rollbacks. Remember us, power to the people, power to the people, power to the people.
Yeah.
We said we wasn't shopping at Target no more. Remember, we did that. So let me tell you what's happening. So Donald Trump plans to rid America of diversity, equity, and inclusion, right? According to Retail Brew, and Target held a quarterly earnings call on March the 3rd, where it was revealed that their quarterly sales had declined by over 3%. So check this out, though. However, what those executives failed to realize was that their abandonment of DEI would lead to backlash from the Black community and other groups who have taken Targets as a personal front. A grassroots organization called Target Fast was initiated by Atlanta church leaders, Pastor Jamal Bryant of New Birth Missionary Baptist Church. Target Fast asked the community to boycott the store for the entirety of Lent, which is a total of 40 days from March 5th until April 17th. The goal was to get 100,000 to commit to the boycott, and at this time, more than 150,000 have made that promise. More than a month of reduced sales in major markets like Atlanta and beyond could significantly boost the score on that 3% decline. So it's working.
But they ain't on the other end. Somebody ain't gonna get their 40 hours.
Yeah. Well, whatever.
If they was getting 40, they probably gonna go down to 30.
Yeah.
28.
You know, it's a start to a revolution, though. This is the reason why I say that.
Yeah.
Because there were some people that didn't think that it was gonna work. There were some people that were against. Yeah. And granted, I understand both sides. I understand your side, and I understand what you're saying. I understand what you brought up.
When you was talking, I was just in my head. It was like, okay,
yeah,
dang,
somebody hours got cut short.
Ain't no somebody, the staff.
Yeah, and it may be just us. But
y'all want to play?
Excuse me. Yeah. Well, I mean, it to me. It does take a stance for something, though. It does take a stance, and it proves numbers, because some believe that it wasn't going to do anything. The needle wasn't going to move.
Yeah,
it did prove numbers. I mean, it did prove numbers, and it also proved to some people that if we do stick together and say we're going to do something, that it could be a major force. So Target got a decline of 3%.
But on that back end, though.
Yeah. So it happens. So
you know how people call and say, let me move something around. Really?
Yeah. Yeah. You're gonna be on for about 4 hours today.
They gonna be moving stuff around. Them hours done got.
Man, but hey, that's just like a boycott. If you do a boycott, you standing on the corner, you don't have no hours.
So
just taking a stance for something. So I appreciate those who have. Jamal said, okay, we're going to hit you where it hurt in the ATL. Yeah. But then Target came back and also said, but check this out. They said they're looking for the sales to boost during Easter, because the culture is gonna go in there, get baskets, get clothes. They're gonna be church ready.
Yeah.
So they think the numbers is gonna
go
back
these
up.
In the size 8.
The hats, the little girl got the frou-frou socks. It's going down at Target during Easter. He said to the 17th. Now let me stop. But for real, so shout out to those who have been continuously doing their part, whatever your part looks like for you. We appreciate what all you're doing. So listen, y'all, we got a morning tea letter. We haven't had a morning tea letter in about 2 weeks. And this is a pretty interesting morning tea letter. So you guys make sure that you share in the comments. Make sure that you give your perspective, your comments on how you feel about this. So dear morning tea, we were invited to this is from a woman. We were invited to his aunt's Diane's. This is from a husband. We were invited to from a woman talking about her husband. We are invited to his aunt's Diana's 50th wedding anniversary. His father was there, best man, but couldn't make it due to illness. So at the last minute, my husband was asked to sit at the head table with his aunt and her husband. I was not invited to do that, and my husband didn't ask if I could sit with him. The room was full and there were no other seats for me. So the event coordinator set me at a table in the hall by myself next to the washrooms. The only time I saw anyone was when they used the facilities. My husband came to use the washroom and asked me if I wanted anything. I told him I liked a drink, but he didn't come back until he needed to use the washroom again. I told him to take me home and he could return to the event. It was a 15-minute drive. When I talked to him the next day and explained how I hurt and was embarrassed, he thought it was selfish on my part since it was such a special event for his aunt Diana. I was supportive of him taking the part, but if it had been the reverse, I would love for him to have ensured he was seated at the main table or at least close to me. What are your thoughts? I think that's petty.
Like she caught up in the emotions.
I think that's petty.
Yeah.
First of all, you in the room. Like, I mean, it was unexpected what took place.
Yeah.
It wasn't, I mean, now I do feel he never came back
with the drink.
Now that was a little shady.
That part right there, he should have at least made sure if she was sitting outside, he should have at least got her. She might have been parched.
Yeah. I think that was a little wrong for you to just forget about it all together.
Yeah. But then too, you know, a lot of times when we with our significant others, and we at a function, the lad you be thinking that they be okay.
Yeah,
you know, you be thinking.
But I'm gonna say this in dancing, Dirty Dancing. Patrick said, "Never put baby in the corner." They put that baby in the hallway.
Put the baby outside
by the restroom.
She was thirsty.
By the restroom. Now let me tell you, you had to find a seat for me somewhere. I ain't sitting by the restroom.
I'd ease my way right on back in there.
Look, event plan. Go and pull up a chair. Go pull up a chair.
They be talking about, sir, you can't sit on the floor like that.
Go and pull up a chair on the end. But seriously, on the cool,
Indian style, you know.
I wouldn't have been in the washroom. Now they could have put her somewhere. At least you pulled up a chair at a table or something that was inside of the room, so she can at least see. That's how I was like, you gonna shift me and
get in that little window with a little Ursha.
Yeah,
you know, with the Ursha.
Yeah,
looking through that little window.
The Urshas. Yeah, so y'all tell us what y'all think in the comments. Y'all tell us what y'all think. I just think that, you know, putting her in the hallway and him forgetting about her. But oftentimes when you're in those moments, especially when it's event, you're conscious of by him now being the best man.
Exactly.
He has duties that he needed to fulfill. And so I think for this very one time, she should know him well enough to know that in the event that it was another situation, a circumstance, he wouldn't have forgot about her. You know what I mean? And just be a big girl. Like, go get you a drink.
She would have been real mad at me because I wouldn't even much took her home.
Yeah, you gonna sit in the hallway.
I wouldn't even much took her home. You can catch an Uber.
Yeah, now
I'm trying to knock this out real quick.
So what you tell her? What do you tell the morning tea person? What do you say?
Get out your feelings.
Get out your feelings.
It wasn't intentional.
That's
what Jay Kelly said.
Yeah, it was just unexpected role that he needed to fulfill, an obligation that he needed to fulfill because he was asked because his father couldn't make it.
But I probably would have been feeling a certain type of way too. I'm gonna keep
with your woman being by the bathroom outside in the hallway.
If it was the roses on the other foot.
Oh, if you just forgot about
outside,
me. Yeah.
And then I hey, at least bring me a drink.
Yeah. Oh, you just gonna do that to me. You just gonna forget all about me in the hallway.
And then you in there, I look through the window.
You jamming.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going down. Oh, that's what we doing.
I'm looking through the window.
Dumb. So to the morning tea, yes, to the morning tea person who submitted the letter, yes, I feel like you should have expressed yourself, but also take a self-reflection. Look at the circumstances and the situation, and just know that individual not to be the one to just forget about you. It wasn't intentional, as Jay said. So shout out to y'all for commenting. Trina said, my husband would have given me his seat and stood. He would have made sure I was taken care of, or he would have played a role and left because there wasn't room for his wife. That's another perspective as well.
Dang.
Like, you're not leaving your wife. That is another perspective. That's another perspective. And actually, it's a very good perspective that he didn't forget about you as well. So very good. T says they could have accommodated this situation. I believe they could have too. The event planner, or maybe the event planner didn't know.
Yeah.
Maybe she didn't.
Remember, it was out. It was surprise. It was everything was like just happened.
Yeah, but would you hold your significant other accountable because you didn't allow the event planner to know, okay, this is my significant, where is she going to sit?
That's what it happened, and they said she's gonna sit outside. She's gonna sit outside.
Your seat is out there in the hallway.
We got one for you, but
listen, this is invite only, and it's only a certain amount of number.
But where was she?
But here's my thing too, and then we're gonna move on. They both were invited to the wedding, so they had to have 2 seats together somewhere. You see what I'm saying? Like
you being messy now.
No, for real. The event planner, if they were initially going to the wedding together, there should have been 2 seats that was together. So if I know the event planner didn't sit him outside in the hallway, I didn't have both of them in the hallway. So there's a lot of stuff that we don't know about that situation. Yeah. However, I don't think that it's something that should continue to be ringing.
I don't think she should charge him up for it. If anything, charge the people up for not having the seating.
Yeah.
The seating arrangements.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
But then she was out there and she asked for the drink. She was chilling.
I holler.
You threw up them 2 little raggedy fingers.
I see you when I see you.
He threw up them 2 little raggedy ones.
That is not funny, because let me tell you something. If that was done to me,
I already know.
No, you've been looking for me because I've been to call my own Uber. You've been right looking for me. I'll be at the house.
You talking about y'all seen baby?
Yeah, she gone. She didn't get that. She didn't call her a black car to come and pick her up. No, but that was that. So we do have a game, and the game is one versus the other. Okay, so it's gonna be one versus the other. So y'all make sure that you comment in the chat what you would pick over the other. So it's one versus the other. Okay, Christmas versus Thanksgiving.
I'm gonna go with Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving. I'm gonna go with Christmas. You
know why?
Why?
Because you got to come out that pocket for Christmas.
You want to save your cheese?
All you gonna do is what?
Yeah.
Go eat.
Yeah, Thanksgiving. You're just thankful. You're just happy to be alive.
Father God, we thank you.
We thank you.
Yes, man. Look.
We thank you.
Yes.
In Jesus' name.
Yeah.
Okay, rap versus R&B.
I'm gonna go with R&B.
I'm gonna go with R&B too,
especially today.
Yeah. Timmy Chance versus Frenchies. Wings. Timmy Chan versus Wendy's. Frenchies.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Timmy Chan. I'm gonna tell you why.
Tell me why.
Frenchies done got skimpy on the wings. Yeah. That wing be about that big.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna go with Frenchies though, because Timmy Chan don't know how to get the feathers off of their wings.
Man.
They don't pluck their feathers, and I can't get down.
But that's easy. All you do is take the 2 right there.
I ain't doing it. It turns me completely off from eating a piece of chicken.
And then that piece that the wing, the feather be in it. Yeah. You don't even supposed to eat that part.
I don't even want to see it though. If I see it, it turns me completely away.
And then Timmy Chan's gonna make sure your stuff fresh and hot.
Yeah, I used to get it with the gravy. Remember they used to do it with the gravy on the top?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they still do.
Yeah, now I'm going with Frenchies. Wieners versus Kmart. For those in H-Town, y'all know what that is. Wieners versus Kmart.
Kmart.
I'm gonna go with Kmart. Nah, I'm gonna go with Wieners because Wieners had name brand stuff back in the day.
You know what they did, huh?
Yeah, they had the name brand. Gangsta Nights versus Air Force Ones.
I'm going with the Gangsters.
I knew you was gonna say Gangsters.
Yeah, I got a pair at the house. I got both.
I knew you was gonna go with Gangsters.
Yeah, I got both.
Jabos versus Guess.
Guess.
I'm gonna go with Jabos.
Yeah.
Cross colors versus Skids. You remember Skids? Mm-mm. They look like now the pajama pants. They used to have the squares and silver cross color. Yeah, cross colors. Yeah. They have more meaning and impact with cross colors. Pajama pants.
That's for women. I ain't
no. Did you remember Skids though? They had the drawstring. You got to go back and look. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going with cross
colors.
School
days versus do the right thing.
School days, do the right thing. School days, do the right thing.
I'm gonna go with school days.
School days was a little bit more entertaining.
Yeah, it was a little bit. You know why? I think it's because it was the college life that we wanted. Yeah. You know, the college life that we could see ourselves in, HBCU. And I think that's what it was. The sororities, the fraternities, the college parties. Yeah. I think that was what I liked about it.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We got guest wieners. Trina say Timmy Chan's on Bissonnette and Sinat. I know that's right. French's is salty. Yes, it is salty. But that red strawberry soda at French's is a whole nother thing. It's a whole nother thing. All right, y'all. We're going to get into this commercial break. And when we come back, we got the morning tea topic. Y'all make sure that you don't go nowhere because we want to hear what y'all got to say about this interesting topic. Keep it locked right here on the Morning Tea Radio Show with your girl, Mika Diamond.
And your boy, K Neezy.
Here at T&D Tax Service, LLC, we offer a full service of business from tax preparation, tax planning, business bookkeeping, business coaching, company setup, payroll, and money management, along with credit restoration. We are highly trained with proven ability to communicate well with diverse groups, individuals, corporations, and small businesses. We will get the job done. Contact us today at 281-856-6568, or we can also be reached at any social media. If you're starting a business, we can help you get the job done. At T&D Tax Service, our motto is, when you start off right, you end up right.
All right, y'all. We are back on the Morning Tea Radio Show. And guess what? It is the Morning Tea topic. Just want to make sure that we say and we share. If you are a business owner, a nonprofit, and you want your commercial added to the Morning Tea Radio Show, we do have some monthly deals where you can add your commercial to the monthly radio show. To the weekly radio show. So make sure that you reach out to myself or reach out to K Nice if you need to have it filmed and recorded so that you can add it to the show. We do have that as well. So listen, this is the second quarter. It's the time to show up and be exposed. And when I say be exposed, I mean bring more exposure to whatever it is that you have going on, your business, your nonprofit, your event that's coming up, because we definitely are pulling in them numbers and bring your network into our network so you can have a more greater network by combining the two. So we appreciate y'all. Continue to share the live, continue to invite people. But this is the Morning Tea topic time of the show. As I said earlier, it's a time that we talk about real life scenarios, real life experiences. Right. And again, if we haven't experienced them for ourselves, we know somebody who has, or we may just want to get your perspective on what it is that we're talking about. So we appreciate y'all for just rocking with us on a Wednesday morning. So listen, we're in the second quarter. Yesterday was April 1st. Right. And going into a new month, we've been talking about, last month, we talked about relationships. We talked about forgiveness. We talked about experiences with those in business and family and all of that kind of stuff. And what I have found with speaking to different people, it's really a lot going on emotionally with business.
Right.
So I said, you know what? Let's have a real authentic conversation about our life's journey in business, right? Some of the mishaps that we've had. I used to do Biz Blooper Thursdays where we talk about our experience so that those of you who are in business will not make some of the same mistakes that we've learned from. Or if you're in a situation and you're stuck, you'll know how to get out or get on the other side of whatever that situation is. And so I posed this question about business, and I would love for everybody in the chat to understand or to say which one you feel fits, right? So loyalty in business, is it earned or is it expected? Is it earned or is it expected? Some people feel like if I treat you a certain type of way, you should treat me a certain type of way. If I support your business, there should be reciprocity. Some people feel like if you're a business owner, you're supposed to operate like this. However, in some experiences that I've had, I thought they were going to operate like that and they didn't. So nice. Let's just have an authentic conversation. Right. You've been in business for a long time, right, doing a lot of different things.
Right.
Tell us some of the mishaps that you've had or that you've learned from in your journey of business when you've partnered with people, when you've collaborated with people.
Right.
Is it, did they have to work to earn, or was it expected because they were already a business owner?
Me personally, I've learned not to expect.
That's good.
I've learned not to expect. Every time I expect something, I let myself down because I expect. I just let the chips fall where they. I'm learning to let the chips fall where they fall. It's been times when I expected a person to. I went out and planned something based on this person making a payment.
That's true. That's true.
I planned something because that's entrepreneurship.
Right.
Let's keep it 100. We get money because we got to share it out.
Right. Money, and we have to invest in our own business as well. Yeah.
And so I've learned to not do that. Make sure you have what you need and don't expect. I wouldn't expect it from nobody.
So listen, because I think people get caught up in the reciprocity.
Right.
Part. We can get really stuck in reciprocity.
Right.
And it can put you in a space where you feel like because you're not being supported, you don't want to support.
Right.
And it's frustrating. If we can be honest, sometimes it gets frustrating in business. I've been in situations where I felt like I've gave, and I learned from them. Let's just say that I gave. I talk about it and have been talking about it for years.
Right.
How I was so serving to some people to where I watered down my own.
But see,
because I was pushing, although that's what my business does.
Right. Exactly.
So I lost myself in the shuffle of pushing. So when you say, Brett, how do you bring up a conversation, or should it be a conversation that you bring up with somebody?
Me personally, I would rather you genuinely support me than me have to expect to
go back to expectation.
Just going back to expecting you to do something. I'd rather you just genuinely show up. You know, I'm here to support. I'm giving to support. I support your business, because what happens is now that you did and then I did, then it goes, okay, I did this.
Yeah.
And then now I gotta go. It's just a back and forth thing. And I can't make everything. And then too, you are you can't expect for me to be like you. You a people's person.
Yeah.
You a people person. I might not be a people person. I might can't get in front of everybody and do it how you do it. And then me getting out trying to do that can make me feel uncomfortable to where I don't want to attend no more situations or whatever. And it's not because I'm not showing you support. It's just I'm not like you.
Right.
You be everywhere.
That's the expectation. Yeah.
You be. Me personally, and I run a radio station.
Yeah.
I get invites to a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But I rarely go.
Yeah.
Because I already know a lot of people to say, well, I seen you at the event. So why you didn't make it to this event? I seen you there.
Yeah.
So you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you made it to whatchamacallit.
I just made I just was speaking to somebody over the weekend and we were talking about that. And I was telling them that and saying this in the most humble way. When you're held to a higher, where people respect you and they like your energy and they want to be attached to you, we have to be really careful in making decisions to go to certain things. And it's not because we don't want to, but because if you in business, it starts looking like favoritism. It starts looking like cliquish behavior. It starts, so we have to kind of be like, okay, let me spread myself, or I should say me. Let me spread myself and share my support, because at the end of the day, I still have to pick and choose because I can't do it all.
Yeah, because some people, I mean, and it's just I'm learning that it's a lot that come with this business, being an entrepreneur, because it might not even much be about you. Some people say, I don't want to come to the event because such and such is there.
Yeah, true.
And they rocking with them, and I don't deal with them.
Right.
But this ain't had nothing to do with them.
Yeah.
It had to do with the event.
Right.
And now you making it a personal thing, what you got going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You took out what the whole motive of the event is. Yeah, for sure.
So like I said, I just try to just keep it, let it fall where it fall.
Yeah, without expectation.
If you do business with me, you do business with me.
Yeah.
And then to this question right here, say what if
what the other person offer you don't need, or the product is not good. So you know what? I had to learn that too, Trina. Because, and let me tell you why I had to learn to pick and choose with that. Sometimes I'm a silent support.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell you why I'm a silent support. Sometimes I'm a silent support because I'm sewing. However, I don't feel like what you have I really need, but I'm sewing into your business without the expectation that it's going to be of service to me.
Right.
I may buy something that I know I'm not going to use, or I know I'm not going to need.
Right.
However, I sow a seed into that business, not even with the expectation that I'm supposed to give. That's just my blessing to whomever it is. So that's my analogy with that.
And then that go back to what I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Just let it fall where it fall. If you feel like you want to buy something from a person just to support, everybody don't need to know that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody don't need to know that.
Sometimes it's up front, and sometimes I do, because even if I'm not supporting in me purchasing anything, I'm supporting by sharing what you have to offer for somebody else.
Right.
For somebody else. And the thing is, I don't go with the expectation of you have to come back and do this for me because because if I did that, I would be mad. Yeah. I would be upset that it happened. However, I do believe that in my journey, that because I want to serve and give, because I truly want to see others succeed and use my gift, I did slack on my own business stuff because I was so focused on everybody else's. So it was it was something that I learned that I had to correct. But
so what's your take on it? Do you expect or earn? Do you think it's earned?
Sometimes being open, honest, and transparent as I am, sometimes I can have an expectation. Sometimes. And I have an expectation because that's my own internal struggle that I deal with. And sometimes I ask the question and I have to be told, like, Mika, you can't expect that. Yeah. And it brings me back to reality, like you're right. But sometimes you can get in your feelings and say, okay, I do a whole lot, and you mean to tell me they can't even share something that I got going on? It's not even monetary, but the little things.
And I get you because, like for me, in my head, I'm being honest when I say this.
Yeah.
When I'm on social media, I don't think about reposting. I don't think about none of that. I just scroll, and then if I happen to see something, like, I know we doing stuff for somebody.
Yeah.
So if I happen to see that person, I know we doing stuff for somebody, I'm gonna repost it because I know that we doing business with that person. But just to, I really don't be in that mindset.
Yeah. And some people don't. Some people don't. And here's the thing that what I feel that I've learned. If you do feel a certain type of way, don't slack in what it is in your obedience. In times, don't slacken your obedience because of the way that you feel, because of the way that you feel about it. Because like Jay said, sometimes you don't always reap where you sow. So I may not reap it from that person, but because of me doing it, I'll get it somewhere, the reward from somewhere else.
Yeah,
so that's good as well. But I did learn. So let's talk about some of the things that we have had along our journey where we had the expectation. We had the expectation because you had to get to the point to where now you don't expect things.
Yeah,
and I had to get to the part too. But there are some people who have a level. Now, I will say this though. If I pay you my money for something, my expectation is for me to have what I paid you for.
So what I've learned with that is that I always try to give people an estimated date. I always try to give people an estimated date on whatever it is, whatever service I provide, whatever. I try to give them a date. Hey, give me 3 days to do this. Give me so you already know within the 3 days that you don't have to call me, we know, give me 3 days. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Because you got some people that if you don't set that out there, then some people, call you, hey, you done yet? You did?
Yeah,
you did?
Yeah.
And then not knowing that you got orders or services that you're doing for other people before them. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? So I try to create a timeline where you know
that makes sense.
Okay, I can expect
and you should.
Something.
You should.
And if I tell you, then you should expect.
Yeah. And vice versa. Right. If I pay you for a specific service, I expect you to I expect to get a return on my investment, whatever that return is.
Right.
And I expect it to be within the time frame that we agreed upon.
Right.
And I think sometimes in business, we are laxed in that area in our culture. I'm just gonna say we're relaxed in the area of conducting business with how you need to conduct business.
Yeah. If something go wrong, I'm always I try to be. Mm-hmm. If something go wrong, I'm gonna call you and I'm gonna tell you, hey, look, I know I told you 3 days. Give me an extra day. Give
Communication.
Me an extra day on that because this went wrong. I can send you what I got. And just give me an extra day on it or 2 days or whatever.
You have to. I mean, that's conduct the business. Yeah. If your timeline is going to be extended, you have to let the person who you're working with know that it's going to be extended.
And I've never really had no issue with that. I've never, because I try to stay on point with the time.
Yeah.
I've never really had an issue with that. Not that I know of.
Yeah. Yeah. And sometimes things happen.
Yeah.
I mean, last week I had to reschedule a class because I knew that I couldn't give my 100%. And I knew when you paid me, you wanted a return with the expectation that I'm going to give you what you pay for. And because I knew I wasn't in a mental state and I didn't want it to be transactional, I wanted it to be where they can really get the 100% out of me. I rescheduled the class. However, I communicated. It took a long time for me to come up with a decision, but I said, you know what? I would rather be 125 or 50% rather than 50. Just because I got it done.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so that's a part of communication. So Jessica said that many don't know the ethics of business or of communication. And Trina said, when I take your money, I'm committed. You are for sure my client, and you shouldn't have to remind me. Yeah. Your seasoning is shipped on time, and I'm going to show up for that meeting of at least 10 minutes before time. Yeah. That's good business practices. Yeah. That's something that she's developed. And what people will know is they will respect her and be integral because of the expectation that she put forth by by agreeing to whatever the agreement is. Right. And then of course, accepting the payment. And I think that's something as well. Like, we shouldn't be sending reminders for invoices that need to be paid on a certain day.
Right.
Like, we shouldn't be asking you, did you get the email you got it, and then you still sending me messages about work that I need to do, and I haven't been paid. Like, I mean, let's be for real. But I think that's bad business practices. Like, there are certain things that takes place in business, and I just think I brought this conversation up because there's so many conversations about business that's going on right now, and people are frustrated. They don't know how to handle certain situations. But they don't know what to say.
But then too, you see, this the thing, and it's called learning. You got a lot of new entrepreneurs. You got a lot of new startup businesses, and people just jumping in, and not really fully understanding. Because you can start a film company today, and if you're not really keen on editing, I know for a 30-second interview, you're going to spend at least 4 hours on it.
Yeah.
I mean, for a 30-second commercial, you're going to need at least 4 hours. But people that say 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And they'll be like, okay, I should have that within an hour.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And then
it's still probably going to take longer than that because you
got to render it down.
You got to render it down. Then you got to send. You got to make sure you send it.
Yeah.
So so it's
moving parts.
Yeah.
It's moving parts to it. But here's the thing that I think that people don't. And then here's another thing. If you want me to focus on you and you only, it comes with a cost.
Yeah.
If you want it expedited, if you want expedited shipping, it's higher than it is than when you do 3 days, 5 days, 2 weeks. It's a higher cost. So if you want me to focus and you want it by this time, if I tell you I can get it done in that allotted time, then this is what the payment is going to be. Other than
take
that,
that little finger and hit that little button.
Other than that, don't hound me because it's not coming.
Yeah.
I've been fighting with somebody for 2 years about that same thing. Damn. 2 years. We'll talk about that. And I say every week, if you want 24-hour service, this is how much it costs.
Yeah.
You are not the only one.
Yeah. And I say this here, if you're going to expect something, expect to be paid for your worth.
For sure.
That's
and deliver.
Yeah.
Now there's a difference.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
There's a difference.
There's
a difference in saying what you're gonna do.
Yeah.
And actually doing what you say you're gonna do.
And then the killer part about that is then let's go back to let the chips fall where they may. If you paying me $1,000 for a service, I already know in your head you want this service because that's I know $1,000 ain't no lightweight for people. You know what I'm saying? So I already know
it's a true investment.
And so I can't go in there half step.
Yeah, you got to know what you have to do.
You know, so
because here's the thing, and this is what I'm learning. And y'all comment, let me know how you feel about this. If it's $29, if it's $1,000, the expectation is for service to be rendered based on you paying whatever it is that you're paying for. I don't care. The level of expertise should be the same.
Yeah.
Whether it's $29 or $1,000.
Yeah.
However, when you put more money up, you have a higher expectation of the delivery.
Yeah.
If you put in that contract that you're supposed to have A, B, C, D, and E by this day, the person who paid $1,000, they want to see A, B, C, D, and by this day.
Yeah.
You can't come back and say, I'm late. Yeah. I didn't do this. No, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Even if it's $29, because services are rendered for payment. I just put on my post last week, you can't go in the store and put your groceries in a cart and put the cart to the side and decide when you're going to come back 2 or 3 days later and pay for them groceries and they still going to be there.
Nah.
The sale price then went up.
Yeah.
You can't expect the same.
There ain't no clearance no more.
And you can't walk out with the cart without paying for it. That's stealing. So if we can understand the basic things that we've been taught from when we were children about the life lessons and apply them to our business tactics and, you know, keeping your name good, be integral, keeping your hands clean. I preach keeping your hands clean all the time, being integral. Communication is key. Communication is key. If you tell me that you can't do such and such and such by this time, tell me so that I don't get into a situation where you mess me up.
Yeah.
Because of non-communication.
Because a lot of times we're doing business to business transactions.
Yeah.
So you need my service for your business, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's print, church, or whatever. So I get it. I get it. I just say, you know, back to the topic. I don't think business owners should expect.
Yeah.
I don't think you should operate on expectations.
Yeah, I think
only if you pay for something now you expect the service.
Yeah, it should be. Services should be rendered. Yeah,
somebody being loyal to you.
Yeah,
I don't.
And time does not mean loyalty.
Yeah,
time does not mean loyalty, and social media does not mean loyalty. Because I can be a millionaire on social media and with a negative balance. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus in my account. Yeah. Don't allow social media to make you make a one and done decision. Yeah. Like, vet these people, look at them, watch them. I tell my clients and I tell other people, you can go to my clients and ask them reviews about me.
Right.
If you feel like you want to get a referral or you want to know some things about me.
Right.
We want factual stuff, but these are the things. And if you're a new business owner, don't be so quick to see the glitter, the sparkle, without knowing the data, the real data, because you'll get yourself in a situation where you'll be paying for the look because of what it looks like, because of it's dangling in front of your face. And then you looking at your bank account, you paying all of this money and you're not getting a return on your investment. Yeah. So those are just some of the tactics, but I wanted to talk about that because I think that people they're in the middle of wanting support, needing support, and then also investing in yourself. Like you gotta invest in your business, whether that's coaching, whether that's purchasing things, because the people are moving. You got to be 10 feet in front of it. You can't just sit and wait and be left behind. So you have to do things.
Expectation to have you sitting in that room by yourself. You be You be man.
Rebuke that in the precious name of Jesus. Yeah, but so those are the things that we want to talk about. I just want to have a business, an authentic conversation. But yes, I agree. Start doing your research. Start making the necessary adjustments before. I tell my clients, build before the ask. Build a relationship with people before you ask them to buy something. Before you're trying to sell them something.
So can I ask you something? Yeah. The honest question. Yeah. So do you think that, because you, like I said, you be everywhere.
Yeah.
So do you think that if you come to my event, I should come to your event? Okay.
I've had that mindset before a long time ago. Yeah. But no, because I live the life of I can't show up.
Yeah.
So I understand if you can't come.
Yeah.
But for me, because I can't come, I get invited to a lot of things as well. And so I'm intentional now I'm doing less than what I used to do when it comes to going places, because some of those rooms I had no business being there in the first place. I wasn't going to get nothing out of the room, and there wasn't nothing in there that it could relate to any type of conversation that I've had or could have had. So I've done that, been there, done that, and I'm not doing it no more. So that's something as well. Like, just be intentional with whatever it is that you want to do. I'm more in the pursuit of permission, asking God first, being obedient to what he tells me, and not just saying, oh, I'm gonna run it here, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. No, I'm not doing that no more, because I wasted a lot of time.
So have you ever had anybody that, because you like you just said, you praying to God, you asking God, you ever had a situation where somebody used God to, like, well, that ain't godly? So
what?
Like, let me see what I'm trying to say. Like you didn't show up to the event, and they like, well, that ain't godly.
Nah,
nothing like that.
No.
Okay.
I don't think they'd even come to me with that.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna come with the scripture and everything. Yeah. They don't want to fight spirit with me.
Because you got some people that come up to you, God told me to tell you, this.
And I'll say, you know what, God didn't tell me that. I'm gonna pray about what he told you and see if he come back and say the same thing. Yeah, that's about what my response is gonna be. Because you can't allow people to. I the same God that I know him too. Yeah. So you can't come to me and just say, God, even when, and I'm speaking very transparent. I was in a situation. I was at a conference, and I kid you not, it was me, Kivia, and Dr. Tasha Dickerson. And we were at a conference. I'm not going to say the conference we were at, but it was an intimate conference. It may have been like 50, 75 people. And I was sitting in a chair, and it was a bishop. And he was giving a prophetic word, and he was speaking to people, and I was sitting just like this. He came right here in front of me, and he said, God told me that you're gonna go back to school and get your master's. And I said, no, God didn't tell you that about me. I promise on everything I love. I said, no, God didn't tell me. And Tasha grabbed my leg and said, Mika, I said, I know I'm not going back to school and getting no master's. Yeah. I said I'm not going back to school.
Right.
I know everything in me saying that I'm not going back to school. Yeah. So no, you can't just tell me anything and I say, oh, and I have not went back to school to get my master's.
Damn.
But you just can't tell me anything. But and I had to be mature and understand that.
Why I said that, because that can go back. People can expect you to move in business based on bringing God to the table.
And some people will use that. They will use it. They'll use it but there are certain people, and I'm not going to say, I'm not minimizing where they are in their Christianity, whoever they serve. There are some people that aren't mature enough, and they gravitate towards things, and they will allow someone to tell them something without understanding how it really goes. How it really is. And that's just growing and being mature. And I can't say I don't know everything. I don't know everything. But however, you can't just tell me something and I'm a rock with it.
Well, on that note, on the topic, I say don't if your business owner, don't function on the expectation.
Yeah.
Don't expect everybody to be like you. Don't expect everybody to, let the chips fall where they make. This is what I charge. If you're gonna pay it, and I'm gonna get you the service.
And loyalty is built on values. Yeah. Like loyalty is built on values. How do you value me as a business owner? How I value you as a business? It's not about time. Yeah. It's not about any of that.
And let's just say because you had talked about Timmy Chan's and French's or whatever.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. So ain't nobody came from behind the counter and just sat you down and talked to you about coming back to their place to eat.
Oh yeah,
you a loyal customer because the
product and the service.
The product and the service is good.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
That's a good point.
And I just say that. That's why I'm saying what I say. Let it fall where they may. As long as I know that I'm providing the service that you need and the service, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
we should be good.
Yeah, and here's the thing too. I'm gonna add on to that. My expectation is when I go to Timmy Chan's and I pay for $3.99 for the wing. Remember they used to be cheap like that? Man, they used to be cheap.
Now.
Listen, oh my gosh. My expectation is
Timmy Chan's.
Look, right. The expectation is my chicken is gonna be fresh. Anybody know me? I'm going to the window with how long your chicken been out. You got fresh chicken? Because I'm going to wait on my fresh chicken.
Yeah.
However, my expectation is when I pay for this chicken, I'm going to get hot chicken and the feathers are going to be plucked off the chicken.
I can see your face now.
Listen, if you give me and it got feathers on it, I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm sending that back. But saying all that to say, in the analogy that you spoke about, my expectation is the services that I want rendered because of my payment.
Yeah, and then that's again, you become a loyal. You become ain't nobody talk to you. Ain't nobody saying that. You become a loyal customer
because of the product and the service.
The food is good, the services on point.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Man, so y'all, today was a good treat. I might go get me some Timmy.
You know what?
Listen,
let me
Timmy.
Get
Timmy with the rice.
You ever went to a place, been so hungry, you just be you be hitting that
Look, because it's so much on to me. I do that all the time.
Yeah, Frenchies using baby, they using baby chickens.
Yeah, they do it. They change, but y'all know things is high now. People, the eggs is high, the chicken high. You got to catch it on sale.
Frenchies, I can't do Frenchies.
But Frenchies, it's getting more and more salty now. Yeah. It's getting more and more salty. But you got to have that strawberry soda to wash it down in that roll.
Yeah,
it takes some of the salt away.
That's why they put all that salt on there. Hey man, can I get a large?
But listen, we got some upcoming events. Thank y'all for tuning in and rocking with us in this business conversation, because I just wanted to share and be transparent. You know, we have to share. And if you have an experience, if you're catching the replay, post it in the comments so we can talk about it next week, or we can communicate with you if you have an experience that you want to share. Because guess what? In the end, we all want to conduct good business. We all want to conduct good business practices. And if we want to grow, if we want to succeed, if we want to move the needle when it comes to financially, as well as building your customer base, building your client base, all of those different things, then you have to start practicing business. And I'm not going to get into the word because I know David going to say, come on, evangelist. However, we're supposed to do things in excellence. And if you don't want to do things in excellence, then maybe you need to reevaluate what you want to do with your business and how far you want to go in business, whatever that looks like for you. But listen, we got some upcoming events that's coming up. April the 12th, we got Kimberly Powell. She has a WOW conference that's taking place in Katy, Texas. Got some speakers, Akila. We got Geo. That's some speakers as well. We got my best friend, Candy. I'm going to call her now Gregory, who just got married on last Friday. She will be the MC. So that's going to be an amazing event on April the 12th. April the 14th, it's your girl birthday. Oh. I'll be the big 4-7. And I got a whole bunch of stuff that's going down on Monday, April the 14th. There's going to be some discounts on my website. But the one thing that's going down, I have a program that's dropping, and I'm only taking 10 business owners or nonprofits. My reasoning is because it's going to be so extensive. I don't want a whole guru of people. I want to be able to reach out and touch you. You reach out and touch me when it comes to this building process. It's a 12-week program. It's dropping. If you haven't subscribed to my website, you need to do so. MikaDiamondInc.com. Reason why is because I may drop it a day early for those who are subscribed. All right. Also on April the 16th through the 17th, your girl will be in ATL. I'm flying out to ATL, so I'm excited about that. And then April 27th, we literally have 6 tickets left for Boots Business and Brunch with myself, Candy Green, not Candy Green, she's no longer green. Candy Gregory, Miss Bald and Beautiful 2024, as well as Tiffany Oh So Simple. We got boots on the ground. We got vendors. We have brunch. It's going to be an empowerment as well as business conversation. Excited about that. Excited about my business and nonprofit besties, as well as all of those that are coming from Dallas. We have some coming from Atlanta. We have some that's coming from Killeen. We have so many people coming from different places. So we are excited in the heart of the Galleria area. And we're excited to be able to see y'all. $54.99. I'm going to sell these last 6 tickets for $54.99, and then they're going to go to $79. I know I've been saying that for like 3 weeks, but I'm for real this time because the pricing is going to go up.
Yeah.
All right. What you got, Nice?
Hey, if you, we're in the broadcasting business.
Yes.
So this is GMT Broadcasting Company, LLC. So if you want to get your podcast or do a morning radio show, as such, give us a call. Give me a call, 832-372-6874. We get you started right away. All you have to do is bring your content. We provide everything else. So
yes,
that's what that is.
Absolutely. Shout out to my media moguls who I stretched on last night. We in week 2 and they are doing their thing. They're going to be ready with boots on the ground when they get out of these 5 weeks, but they're doing awesome. So I just wanted to give y'all a shout out because although I know we had a hard lesson on yesterday, y'all are definitely doing y'all thing. So guess what, y'all?
Tell Boots on the Ground they need to come and do a podcast. I think that would be the
media moguls. It's some of them that want to do podcasts.
I think that would be dope. Like, and then you can actually showcase some of the content. Mm-hmm. Some of the content because we talk about it, but people seeing it is,
for sure,
it's a different sure. I know y'all post on social media too, but for our viewers, that would be dope.
That's something to think about. We definitely gonna do it.
I like that picture.
No. Thank y'all. Mm-hmm. Shout out to D-Town. Yeah. Did my thing for to whom much is given, much is required.
Yes.
No, to whom much is given. I'm putting the whole scripture out. But y'all, guess what? Thank y'all so much for tuning in with us on another Wednesday. We appreciate y'all. Make sure that you share the live. If you're catching the replay, give us some comments and let us know how you felt about the Morning Tea letter as well as the Morning Tea topic on this morning when it comes to business. But other than that, we will be here next week, Wednesday, same place, same time, same location, right here on the Morning Tea Radio Show. Share the information. Invite somebody. Yep. If you want to be a guest and interview with us, we got spots available for the month of April. Reach out to myself or your boy K Nice so we can go ahead and get you on the schedule. All right, y'all have an amazing Wednesday. We'll see y'all next week.